and got a lot of backwards answers, a lot of not answers. Um, yeah, that's what I remember.
Okay, very good. Rothune, do you want to give any information on what you gathered from the doppelgangers? A couple of the uh, players were like, there's like 70,000 posts in this thread, so we're not going to read it. So you want to give like a little recap of that information?
Yeah. Uh, I'll obviously be going through and what's it called, trying to find some as we go. But off the top of the noggin, some information that was found was when they admitted to copying Alaric and Rogan, they had phrased what they leave behind isn't good. It, it sort of was phrased and sounded like Alaric and Rogan may be weakened or hurt for whatever process the doppelgangers take when they take someone's shape. Cough, cough, not so good for when they look like Denali's folks. But we'll cross that bridge
Blissfully
when we come
unaware.
to it.
Blissfully unaware.
um, they did drop, however, that it's under that uh Alaric and Rogan may be not even maybe they straight up were like that they are beneath Phandalin and described it as eerie and decrepit along those lines. And amidst doing some good things, they said and quoted, which also kind of aligns with Big Al, that even Harbin would not have been this foolish. Uh, that was something to note with Big Al. Speaking of, up until a few weeks ago, Harbin was opposite of who we know now. Real jolly guy, real love the town. Town was thriving, and he was sending resources. Hey, Katil.
Hey,
And he was sending resources to Big Al's farm until he stopped and became cold. It's a working theory that Harbin may have been doppelganged. And it was also revealed that Anek and I forgot the dude's name with the L, but
Leonce.
Leonce, yeah, that the ones we had met was also if not these doppelgangers, were also doppelgangers because they had said, uh, sort of mocking in a mocking tone, that did we really think it was really them who we had met? So it looks like anything to do with the tradings of Phandalin is under a guise. Let me think. From what I remember, and I think this is the last big thing. They had spoke of obviously Rex, the big bad wizard, sort of being this how we believe it to be a maestro. They mocked the idea and almost alluded to that there's another player behind the scenes, and Rex is just another sort of pawn to be used. And that is the information that I had gathered from them. If I missed anything, I'll be sure to throw it in or ping it.
Very good, both of you. Thank you very much for that.
And when we left off, we had discussed basically dragging them behind the cart and taking them to Neverwinter, possibly.
Okay. We're gonna pick up with uh, Big Al has joined the group, and he'll kind of I'll kind of restate. Um, if you all are headed back to Phandalin, I might as well go too. Would be nice to look him in the eyes and punch that smug face right off of him. Either that or burn down his darn house. But before we do that, come inside with me real quick. Not sure what they took, but there are a few things I'd like to take with me if they are still intact. And he'll go to lead you guys inside the house, or the ranch house.
Before Denali will follow, but first she wants to loot the bodies of the dead orcs.
Okay. Um. Okay. Go ahead and give me investigate. Anyone that wants to do that, give me investigation.
Suck it.
Hey, hey! It looks like D&D Beyond's actually working. Okay.
It's better
Anyone
than
else?
fantasy. Wow.
I
Natural
will
20.
also. Where is it? It's working for you. My shit's being slow. There we go. So
21,
nine.
21. A nat 20 and a
Bingo.
21. Okay. Anyone else?
Nah, get those.
Hey, I'm not 20.
Ballin'. That's my third one today. That's all it's gonna when it comes to important stuff. I'm sorry in advance.
What were you saying, Ketil?
I was just saying, yeah, he's not gonna roll. He's just gonna go with it big out.
Yeah, same here.
Okay. So we'll say that both of you are able to find about 20 gold pieces each amongst the dead orcs. You find a couple of hand axes, um, and on one of them you find a illegible note. Do any of you speak or can understand orcish?
No.
Nope.
Um, did I use this? I might. Let me check my feats. Or did I use it? Where are you? Here we go.
While he's looking that up,
Sorry, yeah.
that's basically what you guys find. Um,
Huh.
um, so first of all, I need to know what you guys are doing with the wagon, Bitsy, Petunia, and both um, doppelgangers. When and who's going inside and who's staying outside.
Polly can read the note after 10 minutes.
Okay. You gonna like comprehend languages as a ritual or something?
Yeah, after she's going to spend a minute stitching up the gash in her side.
I think Keto's actually gonna pull the cart closer to the front door so he can, or Big Al can load up anything he wants to take with him.
Okay. Taking these guys too. Okay. Um. Okay. I will send you what that note says, Polly, very shortly here. Um. Okay. So the those that are going inside, I'll change the map here. Oops, this one. Why that's okay. So who's all going inside again?
Katila.
And me.
Okay. So you two will follow Big Al in, and as you guys enter the ranch house, you see that it has been thoroughly ransacked. The once elegant handcrafted furniture of his, like you can tell that he, as he walks by it, he kind of rubbed his hand over the wood. Um, kind of stops a bit. This is you get the sense that this is stuff that he's worked on. You know, his secondary job seems to be like wood carving and things like that. But all these pieces of furniture are scattered across the ground in ruins. Um, when you get a glance inside the dining room area here, and you see chairs smeared with blood of this Yuan Ti that Borzug's slain. You see over here on the ground, the shattered remains of cattle skulls that used to be like hung up on the walls. Um, he and all over the place you see butter kind of smeared um, on the walls, on the ground. Um, you might see like one intact one, but it kind of looks like a skull. Um, this was his business, making butter things that looked like skulls.
Oh, Butterskull Ranch. That's funny.
Yeah. Uh, da-doom-tsh. So he'll kind of lead you guys through here. Um, and he'll kind of spit on this UNT, and then he'll go into this empty foyer back here, and then up the stairs. Do you guys want to like do any checks around here for anything?
Not necessarily. I'm gonna respect this guy's house.
Yeah,
Okay.
same here.
Okay. So we'll head on upstairs. You'll come up. You'll see the upstairs is pretty much in the same sort of. Uh, it looks pretty much the same, completely ransacked, scattered on the floor in this like main room here with this overturned table. Is a couple of three dragon anti playing cards on the ground, as well as some wooden dragon chess pieces. Um, looks like the the orcs were, you know, having fun or gambling or something. Uh, but he basically just he doesn't even care about all that mess, and he walks over here and into this big room here, and he he just walks straight over to this wardrobe of his, and he looks in, and he there's like a big sigh of relief. Um, there was a secret compartment in there that the orcs were not able to find, and he kind of lifts up the trap door, and he pulls out a couple of items. He pulls out a suit of mithril chainmail. He pulls out a little bag of coins, 65 gold pieces in there. He pulls out a painting, and both of you kind of get a glimpse of this. It looks like it was drawn by a young child. There's vibrant colors kind of flowing across the paper, and he also picks up this really worn cowboy hat. He dusts it off and puts it on his head, and
Hell yeah.
and um, as he's looking at the at this picture, um, without really looking at you, he says, "The gold and the chainmail you can have. I have no need for them any longer. But this is all I really need." And he kind of like holds the painting uh, to his chest, like over his heart, and you might see like a tear trickle down from his eye, but he quickly wipes it away and turns around to back out of the room. And that's really all he came in here for.
Is there like maybe any furniture downstairs you'd like to take? I'm sure we could find some way to fix it if it's sentimental.
No, it's all useless. The memories that come with it now, I don't think I can bear looking at it. But I appreciate the sentiment. And he'll continue to go down the stairs.
Well, that was fucking impressive.
Is there anything the two of you would like to do in the house?
I mean, I'm gonna look at the chainmail. I'm gonna be like, brother, you want this?
Mithril is medium, right?
I thought it was a light.
Uh,
Things,
it
I'm not too sure.
is. It is chainmail. Oh,
It's medium.
mithril is a light, flexible metal, unlike normal chainmail. Oh, this has this freaking card here that they gives me no information. Awesome.
I'm going to assume I can't wear it, but I appreciate you asking.
Mithril chainmail, it's heavy.
That's heavy. I definitely can't wear that.
I can't even use that either.
Yeah, it's heavy
thing-
though. Yeah, but it doesn't impose a disadvantage on stealth checks, so that's pretty good.
Appreciate you yelling that through the windows and all.
You're welcome.
Well, maybe Rathun can make good use of this.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Well, all right, we best get out of here. Ain't no use for us sitting here.
Okay. So we'll just kind of walk back out of the house, and you'll notice again when Big L kind of walks by that Yuan-Ti, he this time instead of spinning on him, he just bashes him with his foot, bashes his head with his foot as he walks by. Like he's just pissed off. So you guys all get back outside. What would you like to do?
I just want to make it known that Denali, after looting the bodies, has been dragging the corpses of the orcs into some of the holes.
Nice. Okay. Anything in particular you'd like to do with that?
She would say a quick and quiet prayer to Kavaki to guide them peacefully to their resting place in hell. And if anybody were to give her like a weird look or anything, she would say something along the lines of, enemies or not, all who fall should be sent to their gods. Their lives were ours to take, but not their souls.
Player question here. Yeah, I could say this could be a short rest for you guys. As long as you're not really like doing much. Especially with that long campfire post. You guys get a short rested. Um yeah, so you guys figure out what you're gonna do. I'm gonna write what Polly sees on this note.
You can just say it. She'll read it aloud. Cuddles will be kind of batting at the page as she reads from the note after spending the time to cast the spell.
Okay. I have to figure out what the note says. above, above table, sorry. um it basically will say
I'm fine with the synopsis.
yeah, it'll say I gotta hold on, I gotta figure out the name of this place. So, what's on this map? Meeting it'll say meeting at the shrine of Savraz. 5 days time.
Well, that's either convenient or a trap.
That was the Shrine of what?
Savraz. Savras.
I make a religion check on that.
Sure.
23.
Okay, and what are you looking to discern from this letter?
Um, I would. Sorry, Discord's like being slow on my laptop. I would say Rothun would try and mostly debase if, like, what kind of being or practice follows Savras. Do they mostly have violent followers or like sacrificial practices, that sort of thing? So he can try and get in, what do you say? An impression of the depth of what this note could hold.
Okay. You will being the nature that you are, Rothun, um, you will have remembered a story that you heard, either by word of mouth or from a historical text that you may have read. But basically, many years ago, the shrine's priest-seers foresaw a barbarian attack on Conneberry, giving the townsfolk time to escape. Not all the townsfolk chose to flee, but those who did went to the shrine and brought much of the town's gold with them. As far as the nature of the people at the shrine, um, this seems to be like a really, really, really old, like centuries, like it once was a very religious place. Um, that seems to have gone a little bit downhill since then. Um, but at the time, the priest-seers helped the townsfolk hide their gold there. At least that's what it's rumored.
All right. I would share that once I eventually rejoin with the group, unless anyone else like finds similar information.
Oh, I suppose I could roll, see if I can do better.
Okay.
Let's see. Guidance and religion. 27.
Dang.
She reads a lot.
um, with 4 extra points, and with
I can't
your
remember anything would be the
background,
significance of this shrine or where it might be, even if the general
um,
area.
so you would know that the Shrine of Sevraz is very, very close to Conneberry. If you look on your map, I believe it. The words are. I believe there's an X on the map where it is. So you can see that
Oh,
it's pretty much kitty corner to Conneberry and kind of right under Butterskull Ranch. Um, let's see. What else would you?
that's fine. I mean, a success can just be a success.
Okay. I hear all these like dings going on in my headset, and I'm like, who's messaging me? And then I'm like, oh, okay, it's probably like a bunch of memes going on here. Yeah. Okay.
Mm-hmm. One of the struggles of DMing is having to stay out of it while you're in the zone.
Give in to the memes.
The memes.
Okay. Is there anything else anybody would like to do here?
Oh yeah, yeah, gonna go to Raythu and say, I have something for you. And then he's gonna pull out the Myrtle chainmail. He's gonna say, at first I thought this was adamantine. Heard stories about it, but it's not as strong. Hope this still works.
Rothil will look up and stand up in the water, wipe away the corners of his eyes, and say, "Well, thank you, Rayloff. It is well appreciated. I actually, I'll show you later, but thank you. I will appreciate this."
He's gonna give you a nod, you know. Chill out before we make our next move, I guess.
And are you guys gonna split up that gold that you found, or that he gave you?
Probably should, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Didn't we have
that-
something of his that we had to give back to him? Never mind, I was thinking of the
Petunia?
townsfolk shit. I mean,
Yeah.
Petunia, obviously. But
Yeah, and Bitsy.
His animals.
Does anybody want to speak with animals?
I mean, I would love
I'm
to,
ready.
but
I'm ready.
Hey,
I'm
let
just
me guess it for free. We got a deal.
yeah.
Okay. Okay. So I'm gonna shut up and it's your guys' party.
What's happening with the gold? Just don't want to forget.
Oh, it's 65 divided by 5, so 13 each. Yeah, 13 each.
Cha-ching.
Ballin'.
Oh, let me also.
Actually, that needs to be updated. It should be 41.
Oh, no wonder I was spelling it crazy. No, don't inspect.
And then, JJ, you said that I found one pair of manacles?
No, you found multiple.
How many?
2.
Okay.
How many?
Well, yes, I had plans to. Kind of works, but Denali would bring the kind of broken manacles over to the group and ask, would any of you be able to fix these so that we can utilize them for our new companions? As she kind of looks over to not Rogan and not Alaric.
Yeah, probably a volunteer. I fixed that loot. That was a lot harder. I should get started on it.
Thank you.
Put it in the wagon. Cast mending.
Nice.
I could even cast an unseen servant, and he could put them on people if you can hold them down.
oh, that's evil. I love that.
I like that a lot.
I mean, could you just sneak it up on somebody and do that?
It's invisible, so.
Yeah, but the manacles aren't invisible.
Oh, that's true.
Hey, you just gotta distract them up, keep somebody's eyes to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess my default is that they actually included actual rules for manacles. The update, instead of just they do things.
Who did that?
About how you apply them.
In the
Utilize
2024?
action takes an action on anybody who is grappled, incapacitated, or restrained. If you succeed on a DC 13 Dexterity Sleight of Hand check.
Well,
That finds them.
it's good for
Seems like
it's good
as
for
good
you.
rule as any.
Yeah, I think not Rogan, and I'm just gonna say the doppelgangers.
Well,
I
right.
think
For right
there are-
now, it's not a problem.
Yeah.
I was just saying that if we wanted to capture people in the future without knocking them out.
I think a good way to utilize this would to be putting them around their ankles, but interlocking them so that they cannot run. They can be dragged by the cart by their arms. But if they were to cut loose from the ropes, they would not make it far. So what she's basically suggesting is legs of one like this, but then interlocking the chains so that they can't break free.
Oh, I see. That's a smart idea.
You can put them on a floating disc too if you want.
That works.
They don't have to sit in the wagon with us.
That's true.
Grab a dagger and shank us.
Ah, yes.
You're talking about tensors?
Have we already disarmed them and taken all their crap?
Yeah.
Okay,
What
cool.
we're just gonna say you do. I mean, the one dude's ankle's broken. The other guy, I think, I don't know, something happened to where I don't know what happened. I can't remember. It was a while ago. But yeah, we'll just say they're already kind
Both
of
their
restrained,
both their ankles were broken.
broken. Oh yeah, because Rathun did all that stuff to him.
Mhm,
Yeah.
and then he healed them.
That's
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, lost some alignment points for that.
Chill.
I mean, no, you didn't.
And then Denali told the group about the dragon tracks, right?
I believe so. Yeah,
Okay.
in the campfire.
Okay.
I think. Yeah.
Okay.
While we're all gathered and sort of moving around, Rothun, sopping, sort of wet, would go over, just sort of to the cart, or he would really go to Ralof first if this is the sort of order. Where Kadil, are you over there, or?
I guess not. I would have moved back to the group at this point.
Uh, Rothun will sort of go to both you guys and he'll say, Kadil, if you could come over for a moment, shamefully so, I may have made a joint gift for you guys. I may have been doing for a little time, but it sort of needs to be paired together. If you could just come over for a moment.
Oh, yeah, sure, man.
So Rothun will drop his bag and he'll take out first this clean, I would say polished, whittled dove. It's more of like a real fat one that fits in your palm. Like he took it from a log and sort of willed it into the shape. And he gives it to Rayloff, and he'll say, first, from the time we sort of spoke about your time being here, almost everything is, I wouldn't say new, but it's an experience for you, different for you. So, making these, I figured the dove almost symbolized you joining us up here in the overworld as change. And it's another chance for you. And I wanted to make you this so you could remember. And always remember that you were able to get the second chance.
You see Raylov kind of looking at it oddly and just say what is this thing? Never seen such a creature before.
It's a dove, and that is actually, and see, so I was right to think this way. They symbolize peace, freedom, and opportunity. And he'll sort of reach for your hand to put it in your palm, and he'll say, no, hold that right there, let me get the other one. And then Katil, he takes out this blue jay, and the chest has these specked white, what would seem feathers, with paint. And he'll hand it to you and say, from the moment we sort of met, you've been at first you were a little on the shyer side, won't lie, but I feel we've or maybe not we've, but I would like to say it definitely feels you're more out of your zone than when we all first met. And while we've all definitely been through a lot, I made you this blue jay to represent, I guess, where you came from in a way.
Thank you, man. I really appreciate that.
Now, and this is there's not going to be fireworks, but and then after he places it in your palm, he'll place his hands on both and push them together to touch it. He'll close his eyes and he'll begin saying a prayer in celestial, and both will start to glow uh, opposite colors. So the white flecked paint on the blue jay will start to glow, and then on the dove, there's these blue highlights on the wings that begin to pulse. And once he finishes his prayer and sort of separates it, you guys can feel a glowing pulse coming from the other. And he'll say, since we ended up not in a good way, I would say, finding out, this shocking truth of you guys being related, I felt this was also something for you guys both to bring you guys closer as we all day by day navigate this truth and this journey.
It's very kind of you. Thank you.
Thank you. It really means something. He's gonna kind of play with it a little bit, Still kind of amazed. This is new shit to him, so yeah, he's gonna put this in his back pocket.
He'll exhale a sigh of relief. I'm glad you guys like it. That took a fuck ton of splinters to get through, but
Oh, I bet, man. Goodness.
it's hard, man. I mean, when it comes to using the shit Fibblestim gave us, no much innovation, but fucking woodworkers tools, those shit are hard to use, but it paid off, I guess.
I just pictured like your little stubby fingers all like bandaged up and stuff as you're handing this to them.
I like to think of I don't know if many will get it, but I'll send a gif where in Adventure Time Finn get the splinter. It's like a fat one. He puts a little like helmet over it to block it from hurting. He just has a bunch of those all over.
Rothun, you're gonna get a inspiration point for the wooden carvings.
Hey,
So I'll add that to the tracker.
I mean, then I'll go over to. If no one else wants to do nothing, I'll just talk to Big Al.
Okay.
Big Al, I sort of wanted to talk to you about this, and then we can bring it to the others, as it does have to do with Harbin, or at least what is presumed to be. I'll straight out say it. There's a chance it could be doppelganger Harbin. I wanted to run two possible outcomes or situations with you, if you wouldn't mind.
Sure. Anything to get him off this world.
All right. Uh, Firstly, there's the first one. We could go to Fendelin on the way back. My question is, if it doesn't go how you're planning and it goes very negatively, on a scale of 1 to 10, how strongly would you say you'd want to wring his neck?
10 being the highest, I'm assuming.
Yes.
20.
Okay. So, am I right in presuming you would probably jump to this action?
No, I would definitely talk to him. As I told you before, he is a very long-term friend. I'm not sure what um, has come over him these past couple of weeks and months, but he's definitely not the Harbin I remember. Maybe, maybe seeing me will prick something in that tiny little head of his to change, but that's
Okay.
a long shot.
All right. That is reassuring to hear. The second thing I was going to say was seeing as these doppelgangers went as far as to impersonate people from the city. I'm also going to bring it to the others as well, but the plan would be it would it, if it pays off, it would really stick it in Hardman's ass crack. Uh, Essentially using your testimony, the doppelgangers, and everything we've accumulated. If we go before my order and I yada yada activate a testimony, the classic all before I have God, only tell the truth or be smited down, we could get a siege and seizure warrant for not only his valuables, but to turn his house upside down. So you'd be able to get more than just a conversation. Now, I am also very reasonable. If that is not good enough for you, we could also just break in the house. I mean, I'm willing to work with whatever way, since you definitely, I think, out of all of us, deserve your pound of flesh. I just mostly propose a way we can both get our pounds.
Even as corrupt as Harbin might be, there's no way he won't open the door for me. Not the Harbin I know. We've been in similar fights in the past. Not this bad, but almost this bad, and we've always seemed to reconcile. But this one's just different. Um, I'm not sure going to your council, was it? Um, I'm not sure what benefit that will do. But then again, you know, I have my own biases on the matter.
Indeed. It is also, and he'll sort of look over his shoulder, then lean in a bit, knowing what we're facing. I also have to go to, there's no easy way to say it. I have to go prepare them for war and tell them we must start rallying our forces for if what is going to happen years ago by Rex's hands, but be worse, it's going to be much, much larger and cataclysmic than just whatever Harvin is hiding under Fandolin, or if it is Harvin. So I will say, like, if we can come to a compromise, we can go to Fandolin first. You talk to him, but if things don't pan out, if it's all right, you just come with us to Neverwinter, so you can also help testify.
That sounds like a good idea. But I won't be staying in I can't stay for very long. Uh, my family's still out there. Um, I'm not sure if you've lost family yourself, but I need to find them.
Rothun will nod and extend a hand out. I have lost the blood. I understand. We'll just, again, at at best, just need you just to share what you told us. Tell them the truth, and then if anything, I could get them to spare you some rations, maybe a horse, a carriage, to help you.
Or what about this one? Will you guys be needing this? Maybe I could take this after we uh, maybe split ways from Fandolin.
Yeah, I would say yeah. You could probably just take this one. I mean, we're already just bandwagoning it to Fandolin with it. So I mean, yeah. Although I will say, the
Valley's
ones
face. No, don't get rid of our wagon.
the ones adorned in Neverwinter are a little more combat, I would say, ready. But I mean, obviously, we could talk with the others about it, as we haven't come across a horse and wheels in forever until today. So, but no matter what, however it shakes out, we'll all help each other. That's a
Neverwinter is
guarantee.
Neverwinter is what? A day, a day's time in a cart in a wagon from Fandolin. 2 days time plus another uh, 2 days to get back here. That's 4 days. Is That's way too much time for me to spend. Not That's 4 days of travel for them. 4 days of my family being that much farther away from me. I don't know if that will work.
Okay. So if anything, and then he'll take out like some paper and some quill. You think you cannot get motion sick and give me your testimony on the way there?
Yes.
All right. He'll fucking extend it up to this big country man, waiting for him to take the quill and paper.
And I can even do you one better. I'll put my seal on it. And he reaches into his pocket and pulls out this ring that looks like a one of his butter um, skulls of butter kind of on his ring. Does anybody have any ink? Well, yeah, you said you had ink. So he'll at the end he'll kind of dab it in the ink and put it on so that they'll know it's from him.
All right, everything looks in order. And I'll look at him, shake his right hand. Well, until we get to Fandolin, it has been a short honor meeting you, Big Al. I hope you find your family.
And if I haven't said so, and he'll kind of motion to the rest of you and kind of speak a little bit louder. Um, Again, thank you very much for coming to my aid. I didn't think I would be surviving this. And thank you for saving my petunia. And at her name, Petunia will go moo. And Bitsy will be like above table. What about me? Or whatever Bitsy sounds like.
Uh, as Big Al addresses us, um, seeing that we have two doppelgangers and hearing Rathun make mention that Harbin may be one, Denali wants to insight.
You want to insight this guy?
Big Al,
Sure. Go ahead.
22.
Yeah, he's telling the absolute truth. You
Okay.
can tell.
Perfect. She sighs a sigh of relief.
He kind of catches your eyes maybe looking at him like while he's talking, and he'll kind of give you a nod back like it's okay. After everything you guys have been through, who knows who is who?
She kind of half smiles and shrugs, like, eh. Better safe than sorry. Oh, something else that I found as I was trying to chase after those beasts. And she reaches into her pocket and pulls out a single part of a sending stone set. Above the table, I wanted to wait for you guys to try and use it and be like, oh yeah, I forgot I had that. But then I would forget that I had it. I'm not sure where the partner for this is, but it could be useful.
Ethan's gonna reach in his bag. He's not gonna pull it out, but he's gonna touch the sending stone, and he's gonna send fuck to the other one and see if it pops up.
It does. Denali, you hear that word? I can't say that
it,
word.
it startles her and she drops it. She was not expecting that. Um, like, suppose we know where the counterpart is.
Okay, mark that off. 24 hours from now, you can use it again.
Worth it.
Nailed
Yeah,
it.
Broken Loves. He'll after pull it out and be like, "Oh well, that is good. Now we won't get, well, I won't get random messages anymore that are threatening and unnerving." So,
Oh.
personally, thank you, Denali,
Are you
for
sure?
fucking getting that back.
Are you sure you will not be getting strange and threatening messages?
Broken like kind of sides eyes you and turns a little bit. He's like, "I would hope not."
That would be very strange.
That is proof that he's not dead. But yeah.
Right.
See,
But we could go back and say he was dead if he was, but or wasn't.
True.
Sorry, but
True. You could. But I think
maybe he has some
Big Al
special
wants to
little like quip joke that he tells to Harbin or something that would identify that we talked to him or something. Come up with a funny joke that he would say right now, JJ.
get to work.
I have faith.
Make it funny.
I'm sure you prepared it.
Right there in your notes.
Or we can just abstract it and say that he did say something and then we know what it is and we'll say it later.
Oh, like his final words.
Who's final?
I don't have anything else before we go. Nope.
I have slowly started to not understand what's happening. What? Whose final words?
I thought. It
I
was
am
being
so
was
slow, guys. So
I thought what was being said was like to be like to Big Al, like, oh, do you have any like thing you probably would have said before you died that we could say to Harbin as proof that you would die? I don't know if I misunderstood.
No, it's more like we talked to him. He's alive. He's saying something that only we don't. He said something to us that only he would say. We pass it along to Harbin, and that's proof that he's alive.
Mm,
I see.
I do have a couple
See-
things for while we're traveling, but
Okay.
nothing before then.
See?
Let me do a couple of rolls here.
always called it Harbin was sus. Why would you give us 100 gold reward for finding your friend dead?
I'm sorry. That's what the module says. My bad.
I'll pay you 100 gold to bring back proof of my dead friend.
Yeah, I
Okay.
mean, it would be especially bad if it was like, you know, the same dead or alive. 'Cause- or more if he was dead, you know, like, oh, we found him, we killed him, now we have proof that he's dead.
Oh my god, a pack of murder hobos for this campaign would be a nightmare.
Are we
Oh,
the
this
bad
character's
guys?
Dead, you get a reward.
Oh my god.
Okay, so this cart is being pulled by. I looked it up. It was whatever, some sort of horse that has like 5 times its carrying capacity or whatever.
A draft
So-
horse?
Yeah,
Little
there you
donkey.
go.
See,
There you go. So
I'm imagining as the overly possessive girlfriend.
Yes.
so I'm I'm assuming all of you are gonna kind of go on the cart. Is someone gonna be riding Bitsy?
All right, Bitsy.
You ride
Okay.
that lady bits.
I'm gonna say you don't need animal handling. Bitsy sees that Big Al is safe, and her mood is kind of, you know, calmer now. Um, so you can just ride Bitsy. Um, the cow is also gonna kind of ride in the back of the cart with you guys. So you might have to. She'll kind of just like sit down on her butt in the middle. You guys can all like sit around her, maybe. I don't know.
Giving her pets.
There you go.
We're not Rogan and not Alaric. They came in on horses, right?
No, no, they came in on this cart,
Oh, on this cart. Okay.
on this
I don't know
whatever
why I
this
was
is,
thinking
a
that
wagon.
we. Okay.
If I say cart, I mean wagon. If I say wagon, I mean cart. It's the same freaking whatever it is. This vehicle, whatever it's called, whatever it is.
What if you say sport utility vehicle?
There you go.
This,
Ford Escape, if you will.
with a sunroof, a permanent
Boxy
sunroof.
monstrosity.
Okay, so you guys are sort of how are you guys you're just gonna like how are you guys gonna bring not Rogan and not Alaric?
Polly creates a floating disc force, and they get dumped on it, which
Okay.
will then trail 20 feet behind. So there's nothing for them to grab except each other if they're so inclined.
Okay. We'll say that you do that after this like freaking minefield of holes, just to because if it moves left, it might drag it through a hole, and then it'll kill the tensor's disc, right? So we'll just say that you do that after like the 800 feet or whatever.
Denali would
does that
like
work?
tie them to it, like secure them to the tensor's desk.
Oh, well, if the tensor's disc dips more than a 10-foot drop,
Right. If any of the
But
holes
if-
are more than 10 feet deep and it falls in them, then it couldn't get out.
yeah.
Well,
So
I-
just to be safe.
Fall in it, couldn't get out. But as long as we maneuver around, I mean, it just follows within 20 feet behind. So
I think of in WoW when you hit like /F or whatever, someone's following you, you can like run him into a fence at the perfect angle. He'll just keep on running and then he'll drop follow, but you know what I mean? So that's what
That's a
I'm
dick
thinking of with
move.
the tensor's disc. Like if you go the wrong,
how about we just
It'll work.
say we work
It'll
it
work.
out?
yeah.
Yeah.
There you go.
Now, we work it out.
Dun-dun-dun.
Okay.
My character has an intelligence of 19 and is able to navigate the logistics of
There you
pulling
go.
a disc.
I like that.
Paulina.
I like that.
Paulina is an architect 2025.
Yes. Yeah. And,
Okay,
And Denali is
um,
gonna tie them onto it so that they can't like roll off and try and get away.
I made a couple. Go ahead.
Sorry, I was gonna say, and so they can't fuck with us the whole time. I'm gonna take after we like get them tied properly with the manacles and like the rope and throw them on the tensor's disc. I'm gonna take the clothes that I had temporarily had them tied up with, and I'm gonna gag them with it, so they can't fucking bite their tongues or nothing like that.
And put something over their head, like dirty underwear or something, so we don't have to look at their stupid changing faces.
It's canon. One of them has a pair of heart boxers on top of their head.
Yes.
I don't know. Does anyone have any extra old pairs of Kosh's underwear?
Oh
Or
my
is he
god.
more Winnie the Pooh? Is he
Bro.
Pooh bearing it?
That man definitely wore Speedos, let's be honest.
Boy was wilding under a loincloth while he was letting it all out.
I'm pretty sure I saw it when he was swinging a couple times.
Hey, all I'm gonna say is Boy could have had underpants on if he fucking took it on the dude's doorstep and just kept the kicking.
Oh, this is wild that you guys are talking about Koi. Oh, I love it.
That wasn't ominous at all.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks,
I have a
JJ.
couple of things I wanted to do while we were traveling.
Yes,
Do
go
them
ahead.
pretty quick. I'll describe them generally. So the first one is
Can I say one
Hollywood
thing really quick,
Approach.
Polly?
Oh,
One
yeah,
thing.
good.
So we're basically just gonna say whenever you guys need to take a long rest and on this trip back, you will because it's technically 2 days. Well, Etsy on a cart, can you make it? Can you? How far can we go on a cart? Can you make it 50 miles in a cart
Yeah.
in a day?
Don't think so, but
Let me
maybe.
double check.
It's probably gonna be.
Looking like a
Sound
double-wide
the-
surprise.
Fuck, that scared me. Holy shit.
Sorry, I DC'd for a minute, so I missed everything you guys said for the last, like, minute and a half.
Oh, well. That was actually, it was when she was talking to Denali.
I'm so sorry.
Holly approached Denali and mentioned that if she wanted to play a practical joke using the stones, then because your master was big on practical jokes. She has the minor illusion that she can create all sorts of interesting sounds, like a dragon roar, or something else, gloopy or something, whatever you can think of.
I like this a lot. I do think that perhaps
She is a willing co-conspirator.
you see Denali kind of light up, her eyes get a little twinkle. I think this would be fun. I do think a dragon is a little too soon, considering what has just happened.
Maybe like his mom.
I like the way you think.
And then she's going to go and spend most of the trip with Rayloff, constantly casting minor illusions of different animals to explain what all the fantastic animals that Rayloff has never seen. Just going through sort of alphabetically, like, this is a dog, this is an elephant, this is a platypus, snow leopard. Yeah, just going through lists of animals and conjuring up a small statue of each and illusion of it. So
You see Rayloff
then we won't die of alcohol poisoning.
you see like Rayloff like focused and like locked in. Like you can tell he's interested in this topic of learning about wildlife in the surface world.
Okay, yeah, Jill. She knows a lot of things. She'll start with the beasts, and we'll graduate to monstrosities and aberrations and dragons later. So, just do it.
Okay. Anybody else want to do anything on the ride over? Big Al's gonna be kind of writing out his I'll write it out for next time, kind of like his, not confession, but his whatever you said, Rothun, his like his story.
Oh, his testimony.
There you go, that's the word.
Question: would locate object work with people or no?
Unless the object's on the person. I mean, the object right?
Just really trying to like fuck around and see if I can get you to this to say a human is an object.
Oh no, sorry. Humans
Oh
are.
yeah, I just see on the bottom apparel, jewelry, furniture, Jesus, tool or weapon. Oh, okay. You're gonna have to wait a Lark and Rogan.
Yeah, because I'd say that if it was able to locate people, then they wouldn't have the locate creature spell.
Yeah.
Oh, I'll swap this out with this. That feels fitting. Okay. Oh, I just had an amazing idea.
Okay.
Okay. Uh, and obviously also the stuff with court and everything, I will also be sharing with the party to see if they would be wanting to do that after Fandolin. Uh, but I'll say I do have an idea while we are in Fandolin. Uh, my people may have taught me a trick or two, and wait, let me uh, different. Ah, never mind. This trick would never mind. I will retcon ever trying to say anything because this spell doesn't work that way. Motherfucker. I
I
wish I
like
was a changeling.
I like to imagine that you're saying all of this out loud to the party as we travel.
He's just babbling to himself. He just eventually just starts rambling.
Yes.
All right, I'll grab that one. But yeah, he will. He will be saying the stuff with court, or you know what? He'll bring it up to everyone and say, "Do we want to sort of just try and break in later and try and like be like, hey, sorry, it is what it is. We found nothing incriminating, or do we want to go the good way?"
I have to ask, what is your fascination with breaking in?
That's what
You
I was saying.
you
I'm
have
joking.
mentioned it
Go ahead.
quite a few times in this last bit of travel, and I'm not judging you out loud, but I am concerned.
He's mostly he will only let us in if he is in a, how would you say, I will for now say, oh, mischievous mood, or if he's sort of like, I think the one of the most recent times, besides when the doppelgangers went to his house, he let us in to on the sly let us know that, oh yeah, I have anti-magic shit up. So he really is kind of iffy when he lets us in. So that's why I'm mostly like, because there is, Paulina did spot inside his place, there seemed to be a sort of passageway behind the shelf. So with especially what they said about Alaric and Rogan being under Fandolin, there is the chance Hardman being shady, passageway spotted, and it's in like this weird exotic hat room. Anyways, it could lead to Alaric and Rogan, especially if this Hardman isn't actually Hardman. So that's mostly why I just want to have our ducks in order when we go. Like, hey, do we want to actually get the warrant and go in legally, or do we just want to put a distraction at the front door and then break into his hat room? Because pros and cons, if we do the warrant route, his guards can't mess with us because then they would conflict with their guild. So then they can't really, especially when we're allowed to enter. So I just wanted to see what you guys were thinking, yay or nay.
Are
This will be the
you
last thing we do, and then we'll go to our 5 minute break.
are you certain that you can get a warrant?
He'll roll his chin. With our doppelgangers assembling the council, even if they don't show, I will have proof why they don't show, showing the urgency. I am, I would say, 96% sure I can get us a warrant. At the very least, if not the warrant, there will be a force of show that potentially Hardman could be leading us toward. And so they would essentially give us some soldiers to break in and temporarily arrest Hardman, giving us access to his home. So,
I think we should just play along because think we need to figure out where these orcs took these things. Maybe he doesn't even know and he's just a guy and then we can get our reward. And then figure out what to do with the orcs. But if he owes her place, then maybe we can trick him into sending us to whatever the bad thing is happening. Sorry, I'm kind of incoherent now. So
I mean, it's that or the well, because Alaric and Rogan, potentially being worm food soon, and I think we should. I don't know. Maybe the Warren talk is maybe we can decide when we get the Fendolin, but definitely this Harvin matter needs to be settled sooner rather than later, because I feel it will start to get worse. I have a bad feeling if we don't act, or at least try to act now.
I think perhaps tricking him, as Polly said, may be the best way to go. We may not necessarily want him to know that we are aware of everything that we know. And if we can convince him or get him to believe that we know less than we do, he may be more likely to let us in or continue thinking that he is smarter than we are.
I mean, whatever you all are wanting to do, I know I will. At the very least, if we don't go, I'm gonna try and set up a meeting to probably have one of the councilmen meet me in Vandalin tomorrow, just to get the word out that way. Because one way or another, war is on the horizon, and we will need to prepare. Because a dragon coming down in Vandalin will be the least of our worries. So, whatever you all want to do. What the fuck is that? I'm sorry.
grade.
Is that that's not real? Please don't tell me that's real.
No, it's a real creature.
Oh
Kinda
my
cute.
Also
god.
called water bears.
Water bears? Oh my god, that's fucking adorable.
It looks like it's made of cardboard.
It's so cute.
Find more pictures.
And Denali is okay with whatever you guys want. I have no experience with or knowledge of this town or these people, so I don't feel that I am informed enough to fully have a say in what route we go. But I will say that I don't like the idea of jeopardizing my integrity and morals on something that is not a certain fact.
I mean, he really wanted the hat, so since the orcs have the hat, he'll probably want to help us do something. Probably for a bad reason, or maybe, I don't know. He was just weird about it.
He-
I.
My bad, go ahead.
No, you go, you go.
Okay. He is an odd man. I don't think that much of him, but I don't think he really has any interior motive from what I've seen. I think his so-called warrant idea is the best bet, but frankly, he's the least of my concerns at the moment. So, whatever you plan on doing with him, I probably won't take part of this. Unless there's any evidence that shows that he really is a bastard.
Okay. Good place to take break. 5 minutes.
Yes.
Okay.
back in 5 minutes. Pronto, my friend. Can long rest, and then we'll pick it up on the next day. If you
Yeah.
guys want to talk about anything else the next day, go ahead, or we can just start in Phandalin.
That's my last one. Because he has a coolness.
No. Oh my god. I can't stand that one.
Oh gosh, that nose.
It looks like 5 Iranian New York landlords.
Oh my god. You're not wrong, but you're out of line.
Anything you guys want to do before you get to Phandalin, or you just want to start in Phandalin?
I was saying that we should like stop outside of Phandalin to throw the clothes, like just throw a bunch of clothes over the doppelgangers, so people don't just see 2 blue-looking creatures rolling in.
So we have one long rest on the way?
Yeah. And then by the time you get to Phandalin, you can take another one. But you'll probably get there.
In the
You know,
afternoon?
yeah, sometime in the afternoon.
Okay, I'll just take
It'll
one
still
day
be
off.
light out.
Because I got my things that count down
Yep,
until I
yep.
can sleep in, so.
I gotcha. Yeah, that's.
You know what I'm
I'm
talking
glad
about.
you're keeping track of it, not me. So.
You know, that's what I have a spreadsheet for. So, all good.
Okay. So let me resume the session here. And you said you guys were gonna group up here. outside the town there. Koi's not here. Fine. Who am I missing?
Me.
Denali.
Denali. Aha. Of course, your long name.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Denali Stormseeker, Sky Tower. The first of her name.
Okay, so you're going to what now? Oh, an outline.
Basically, like, take the clothes they were gagged with and everything and just start throwing it over them to, like, conceal them and just, like, hide their appearances.
Okay.
Oh, I was also gonna say, I'll probably, while we're sort of doing this, pull Katil to the side and I'll ask him, hey, do you know if your parents are still in town?
I mean, I have no idea. I told them to get out. I don't know what they did though. We ain't really been back, and since the day after, I think we had the conversation with them.
Okay. I mostly ask because when we get in there, I'm gonna bring the doppelgangers up to my room, and I'll stay up there until everyone is sort of ready, I guess, so to speak. And he'll rummage around his pockets, and he'll take out this almost like a pendant pin, and it is like a yellow orchid, and he'll hand it out to Katil. Give this to your parents. Tell them when to. I mean, the closest one would be Neverwinter. Just tell them to go there and to seek refuge. With this pendant, they'll be given entity, and they'll be given a room, shelter, food. And I'll look around to the others. When I say that this will turn into war, I mean it. This isn't like an adventure gone wrong, and I don't want anything to happen to your parents.
No, I believe it. Trust me. You keep a lot of small little knick-knack type shit on you, don't you?
Hey, I mean, I'm a gnome. I have a lot of little compartments for a lot of little stuff. I mean, I might have I think I actually have a spin top in here somewhere. He starts digging deep in his little pockets, and then he actually pulls out like a little dusty one with chip paint. Huh? Look at that.
You amaze me every day I see you, man. You know that. Yeah,
Hey, man.
Okay, so really quick, Rothun. I think I missed half of what you said. You're gonna take the doppelgangers into Stonehill Inn.
Yeah, with them like covered in clothes and everything.
Okay.
Take them and I'll basically stay with them in the room, like get them restrained, whatever. And just to, I guess, give the opportunity if anyone wants to like go around town to do anything else. Just that is what Rothun's going to be doing until he can figure out what to exactly do with the doppelgangers.
So you're not going with the Harbin?
I would say no. Yeah, the gang got it. They got it.
Okay.
Why are level 15 assassins hiding in my room?
They are now.
They're level 20, not 15. Come on now.
I got 18 AC and a parry. Bring it on! I was joking. Please don't.
Okay. I think it would be kind of funny, like, I guess while you're like changing them, they'll kind of like be looking at you like, oh, we could change into anyone you want us to be, and they just start like shape changing into like they shape change into actually Rogan, actually what the frick is the other one? Oh, where the frick are
Alaric?
they? Oh. I'll make make them. I'll make them actually doppelgangers then.
But if they start doing
Actually,
that,
Lark, they'll even like go into your parents again, Denali, and then they'll go back to their regular form. Any of these choices?
Rothun will take his water skin out and he'll like put his thumb on the edge and then he'll start wetting them with it. No, stop that shit. No, we're not doing none of that. You just keep your mouth shut. Or she's gonna take her fucking tongue and then I'll point at Denali.
Okay. They will shut up. Polly, I see you did a Arcana check. What is this for?
Oh, I spent the money because we're back in town. I can buy the components to transcribe those spell scrolls into the book.
Okay, perfect.
And JJ, you said they
We're trying to
transformed.
figure out how to actually make it work in stupid D&D Beyond. It doesn't like doing it as a wizard spell, so.
I see.
Oh.
Yeah, we can always go over it. Denali, what's up?
You said they transformed back into like masked back into my parents.
They did for like maybe 3 or 4 seconds just to like taunt you a bit.
Oh, I'm
then
gonna
they-
haul off and punch them both in the face, just back to back, just boom, boom. I fucking warned them. I told them
Okay,
straight up.
Give me a give me both of them.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
If they're both doing
give
it.
me give me just like an unarmed strike with advantage or whatever. Or give me 2 of them.
There's my first
Actually,
one.
screw it. You don't even need the roll. They're freaking restrained. Just punch them in the face. There you go. There you go. Roll damage.
And unarmed is just a D4, right? Oh no, that's improvised weapon.
I have no idea. Just punch them. Give me 2d6s. I don't care. 2d6s.
Wail on them.
Wait. 6.
Okay. A 1 and a 5. So who do you want to take 1 damage? Your
Who
mom or
started
your-
it?
or
Who
your-
started it? Don't say it like that. That's fucked up. Don't word it like that, JJ. That's wrong. Which one of them started it?
They both kind of looked at each other at the same time and kind of gave each other like a little wink, and then they just both popped into Alaric and Rogan at the same time, and then into your mom and your dad at the same time. So both at the same time.
I'm gonna say the one on the right. His face was douchier before they switched, and it just really irked me. So
Okay.
not Alaric. Fuck that guy. That guy's a dick. I told
Okay.
you, their faces are not yours to wear. You do that again, and it will not be my fist that graces your faces. Do I make myself clear?
They kind of just chuckle at you.
I hit him again. I can do this all
Okay.
fucking day, and my friend here will heal you so that I can keep bringing you to death's door, just to do it all over again.
They won't chuckle this time.
That's
They'll
what I
just-
fucking thought. Oh, they're smiling?
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut off one of their feet. She's pissed. Actually, I think like just like 3 of the toes, not a whole foot.
Okay.
This little piggy.
Do you like toy with them first? Like
No, I what I do is I cut them off. I'm cutting off 3 toes, and I'm gonna stick 2 in the mouth of the one that I took them off of, and 1 in the mouth of the other. And then I'm gonna smile and laugh about it.
So how far outside of town are you guys actually?
Oh, I thought we were in the room. I thought we were like secluded and hidden.
I mean, it looks like hey, I am. If you guys don't move your token, that's where you are. That's where you're at.
Fuck it, out in the open. Let's go.
Yeah, I was imagining like,
Like
like Like when we start seeing the front gate type,
Okay.
but they're still like a good bit away, so we
Okay.
can. No one will see them when we're changing them.
Okay. And you cut off 3 of each toes.
No, just
Each
one of
one's
them.
toes.
Just one of
Just
them.
one.
Yeah, just
Okay.
I'm going with Alaric. Whichever one has
Alaric.
the biggest shit-eating grin, they're losing toes, and then they're both gonna
Okay,
suck them.
that's probably a lark.
Yeah, then they're both gonna
Um,
suck these toes.
And as you do that, he'll just let out this like massive scream.
Toes in the mouth. Do we have an understanding now?
What goes around comes around, and they kind of say it in your same voice. What goes around comes around.
They will keep coming for you. All fuck. I don't like the way that sounds.
Yes, yes. Let the fluids flow. Oh my gosh, no, I can't do Vesh again.
That's Vesh. That's Vesh.
Oh, I can't wait, guys, for the abyss. I can't wait. I've been practicing. Never mind. Okay.
Rothun looks at Denali and say, "If you do want to knock them out, it would make them easier for transport. Or if you bring them to death's door, I can stabilize them, and then they'll just be unconscious. It'll be more fun for you, and it'll be easier headache on my end."
Yes.
Denali's gonna
Do
take
it.
a deep breath.
Do it.
And she is going to give a silent nod to Rothun, and then she is going to take the blunt side of... Actually, you know what? She's going to use her shield. And she is going to fucking, like, Xena warrior, like, double hand raise it above her head and slam it down to knock them unconscious, non-lethal this time.
Okay.
Like, bam, bam, just back to back.
Yeah, that'll work. We don't
And then
have
I
to-
pick up the spit out toes and put them back in their mouth and gag them.
Oh my gosh, you guys should use the. You should use the paste on their freaking mouths. That'd be funny. Okay.
She'll look
Who
to
has
Rothun.
that paste, by the way?
I do.
Oh my gosh, why do you have everything?
Because
Spread the
I'm
love,
a
man.
hoarder, man.
Spread the love.
Hey, no one wants
You
it.
did ask,
so
though. You did ask.
Listen, I'm a pack mule, alright? I got everything. Katia just said it. I fucking got everything on me. I probably got a piece of moldy bread from 3 weeks ago when this journey
Ew.
started.
Ew.
Hey, listen. Rations, girl. Rations.
That's not rations. That's moldy food.
Hey, when you're in the trenches and you haven't eaten in days, moldy bread got the... You eat the mold... Let me not.
I mean, I would
those
just
good
go
things-
hunting, but... Denali will kind of sheepishly look over to Rothun and the rest of the group as they are now unconscious. I apologize for my outburst, but I do not take it lightly when it comes to my family. And I did warn them. And she'll kind of like recollect herself and put some distance between herself and the unconscious bodies of Dick and Bob.
Very good. Okay, so Rothun, you're taking them up to your. So how are you gonna get them up there? Are you gonna like, what's that movie? The one where like the guys are dead and they like, make it look like they're not driving the car. What's that called?
Weekend at Bernie's.
Weekend at Bernie's. It.
Thank you for the
These
sub
guys
and
are just
follow.
drunk. I'm taking them upstairs.
Do you play D&D Cult?
Oh no, that would look really bad.
I'll probably, you know...
For you, Roth. Yeah, we're just gonna go upstairs, have some fun. No, I'm just kidding.
Nah, that's crazy. I would just go and like just bring them up, and if the owner were to have any questions, I would just be like, "Oh well, these are some combat mannequins we just got from Neverwinter, so I'm gonna be outfitting them for combat duty. But that's if he even fucking bothers. But if no one looks at his questions, Rothun's gonna use his mechanical arm and fucking drag these bodies upstairs.
Um, as hold on, what? Hold on. Oh no, I'm not gonna be mean. I was gonna like have him whisper something. Oh man. Nah, I'm not gonna do it. Yeah. So yeah, you'll kind of get like a couple like weird glances from some of the patrons that are there, um, and whatever the frick that guy's name is, Toblin. But he'll be like, I've seen worse, and he'll kind of just let it go.
All right.
Okay. So the rest of you guys, oh, okay. Also, I need to know where you guys are putting the cart, Bitsy, and Petunia.
I put the cart in front of the inn, and then is there like a stable house that we can put the two animals in around?
Maybe a stable house.
Or if we just park them outside of Harbin's place so they start shitting everywhere.
Okay. There you go.
Also, why are the doppelgangers' foreheads so huge? God.
Because they're swollen from those fucking beatings they got. Bitches.
Okay, so you want them out here pooping? Okay. Do you guys want to do anything before you go to Harbin's, or?
Buy some arrows, maybe. Yeah. There's like a general store, maybe a weapon. I don't think they have.
Yeah. Yeah, you can.
Okay.
I think I sent you the.
It was a while ago, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, in Notes Club.
Yeah, it's like way back there. But whatever it says on the first column, like the whatever the frick that is. There we go. Here, let me pin this.
Oh, sorry.
Oh, that is not what I wanted.
I'm just trying to get a small shield, man.
That's not on there. Well, okay. I know I have it somewhere. You want a shield? Don't you
Yeah,
already
just
have a
small
shield?
Yeah, but I need a small one.
For what?
It needs to be gnome-sized.
For your belt to hold on to another shield?
Maybe.
No, that's not allowed.
You wait. This cap.
What now? What now? Did I say that was allowed? But it would only add what, a +1 AC? Is that what I said?
I mean, I'll take it.
Well, did I say it or not, Rothun? Be honest with me.
You fully like honest, not messing around. It was you were straight up like, I'll have to find one, and so I haven't been able to find one since.
Oh, okay. There you go. They don't have any shields. Too bad.
Denali can make you one.
Oh, really? Okay. Crafting. Let's see. Let's see. How crappy can I make this for you?
Well, after what you've been doing in the Friday game, this is some payback.
What? I am perfect.
He is mild in Friday in comparison to the Saturday
Yeah.
group.
Wait, what now?
When you were crafting the, I'll end this quick, but the spell scrolls.
Oh, everything that went into that? Wait,
Mhm.
I was like making a joke that you did crafting a lot. You plan on doing a lot of crafting in her game. This is payback.
Yeah, it is gonna be payback. Nah, it's okay. No, I think we found a lot of good stuff out with that. Anyways, yep. So there, I think I posted that to you now. So whatever it says in the first column for the normal cost, so 1 GP, you can just yeah. They
Right,
don't
gotcha.
have a lot of things, right, because of the caravan stuff, but they did get some supplies from Neverwinter. So they're yeah. If
Gotcha.
you guys do buy stuff, just kind of write to me a list of things that you buy, just so that you know, don't go like 17,000 arrows or whatever. That they don't have that. You know what I mean? Okay, so it's getting to be like dusk. No, not dusk. The sun is starting to go down. Are you all gonna head over to Harbin's? Like six.
Denali's following the group. She hasn't spent a lot of time in towns or cities or anything, so this is all very new to her.
Okay.
So she's just following them.
Well, Rothoon's in the inn with the doppelgangers, so you guys take it away. Oh, yeah, play your message. Okay.
Popcorn, like popcorn reading.
So Denali has not been to this town before, so the only three people that can talk right now are Katil, Raylov, and Polly. So what are you guys doing? Where are you leading them to? You going to Harbin's? Or are you doing something else?
I think Katil is gonna actually go to the inn as well, real quick, and he'll go see if his parents are still there, like Rothoon asked him to.
Okay. Let's see. They are not there.
Oh, well, good deal then.
And then as you come back down, I'm assuming you're gonna go out again.
Yeah.
Toblin will kind of catch you and pull you to the side. You're Katil, right?
Yes, sir.
Your parents left you a note. Um, they went back to um, frick, what's the frickin' town?
It was Baldur's Gate.
Baldur's
That's
Gate. There you
Baldur's
go.
Gate.
Your parents went back to Baldur's Gate, but they left
Yeah,
you.
sorry,
this
my mom's got some
note.
shitty handwriting. Must have been hard to see it for a second.
So he'll hand you a note, and I'll type that out to you. What she says, but it's definitely your mom's crappy handwriting.
Where exactly is it that we are going?
Well, I think we would all agree to meet with Harbin with Raythun, seeing he has the most to say about him.
So we want to wait for Rothun before we meet with Harbin?
I think that'd be best.
Would it be best if I stay with sweet old Dumbfuck and the other so that he can be with you? I do not think we should leave them alone.
That'd be a good idea. Keep an eye on them.
But then you won't get to see Harbin.
I know.
We'll see in a minute.
Harbin being creepy would probably would like with Denali there would be our gateway in. He'd be like, "Oh, you want to see my crib?" And then he'd open the door for all of us. I got some tea. You want some tea?
Yes. Then I guess Denali would go back to wherever she saw Rothun go in, and kind of awkwardly look around and ask somebody, um, I'm looking for Rothun. This high, she says, like with her hand really low because she's so much taller. Blue dreads, lots of stuff in pockets.
And Toblin, the innkeeper, the innkeeper he'll come up to you, and he'll say, "Oh, I haven't seen you before. You said you were looking for Rothun?"
Yes, I have not been here before, sir. Man.
And he'll say, just to make sure we're talking about the same Rothun here. You're talking about the last of the fallen Forsaken, correct?
I don't know. Rothun, beard, blue hair, short, kind of stout.
Ah, yes. That's Rothun. He's upstairs in the third room on the right. I can't remember what room.
Oh, so he is
So.
3 doors down?
Yes, 3.
The coincidence.
I saw that opportunity. I had to run with it. Thank you.
Yes, 3 doors down.
Thank you. And she gives like an awkward smile and like doesn't really know what to do, so she just like turns and walks upstairs. And then we'll go and knock on the door.
Yeah, the voice will come inside. No room service, thank you. You can come by later.
No, I'm not housekeeping. I am here to swap places with you. The others feel it is better for you to be with them for this meeting. And since I have no oats to sow here, I thought maybe it would be okay for me to stay with these two, so long as their stupid faces are covered. Also, why are you forsaken and fallen? Is that why you are short? Did you hurt yourself? What is the man downstairs said something about
Oh, I'm
you being
sorry.
forsaken?
I messed up. Last of the fallen, merciful. Not forsaken.
They said what he
Right,
said.
Rothun?
Yeah, merciful.
Yeah. Sorry. Last of the fallen, merciful.
Rothun will open the door and he'll look you up and down, and he'll be like, he'll sort of squint a little bit. He'll look at he'll look at the guests inside. I'm just gonna have to trust it's you. Okay, and he'll open the door. Come in. And then he'll close it. I'm sorry, what was the innkeeper telling you downstairs?
That you were fallen and merciful? The last of the Mohicans or something. I don't know.
Rothun will get this flash of like, in a way, like regret. I guess I'll take a deep breath. Yeah, that it was my old platoon. I guess when I was in the war. Not a lot of people know it. Actually, I don't know if. Huh. That's odd. I don't remember telling Toblin that. Maybe the mercenaries. Maybe I did. It's been so long. But yeah.
Real-
So
real-
yeah.
Real quick, Rothun. he did address you that very first, I think in the intro,
Oh, okay. Oh, on the
as
individual call.
yeah, and
Gotcha.
then there were also rumors around the Toblin Inn, or just the Toblin Inn, the Stonehill Inn, like they were like whispering that, I believe.
Okay. So, yeah, it's just a bit whispers here and there. Nothing too crazy. Just no one really wants to think about it. Is all, you know. So you don't really have to give it too much mind. Is all. Um, let's see. And then he'll take a step back, looking between Denali and them. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Are they still knocked out at this point?
Yeah.
We could probably just tie them to the beds, keep them gagged so they don't make any noise. Perhaps. I mean, you could be useful in this as well, because Hardiman, knowing Hardiman, he's either going to definitely invite us in, or he'll be intimidated, and then he'll look at you and he'll be like, "We lose a tall, intimidating figure and get another tall, intimidating figure. Soon is definitely watching out for us. I got to say.
How soon?
Oh no. Soon. Not how soon. Uh, soon. My God, it's soon.
Oh, uh, apologies. I'm not fully aware of the other pantheons that people follow. I thought you were talking about time. I'm sorry.
He'll sort of chuckle a bit. Yeah, it is. It's not big deal. Um, I don't know much about any other gods except. No, 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 no. I don't know. Maybe a few. Mostly just hear about them, read about them. Not really memorize them, but it's not a fault against you. But let's tie these up, especially because you haven't been to Fendelin. It'd probably be good, you know, get you out looking about. Don't got to be cooped up in here. I mean, it's not the bad the room, but and then he'll sort of whisper, "The walls are paper thin, and I keep getting a passing smell of piss. I don't know where it is, but it just moves through here and it doesn't leave. So let's just tie these guys up, gag them, and then we'll head out. But where is? And then he'll rummage through some pillows and get a do not disturb sign. Okay, so we'll get this, and oh that he'll. I mean, if Denali doesn't object, he'll go ahead and tie up the doppelgangers.
You should do it tighter than that. And they're still manacled at the feet, right?
Yep. And where are
Cool.
you tying them to? I would say there's maybe like an oak bed or something with like some legs or something you could tie into. Um,
Denali will lift the corner of the bed and like ask you to help bring them over. We put their feet under here. They're connected like scissors. They cannot get out.
Oh, that's smart. Okay, let me. And he'll grunt as he's dragging the bodies over. All right, done and done. Let's put and then obviously he'll walk out and then put the sign on the door, and then he'll pause and look up. Just a question with your permission, just to make sure really no one opens this door. Could I put a sock on the door?
I don't know why you would not put the sock on your feet, but what you do with your clothing is not my concern.
Well, fuck it. Let's go ahead and Harvin. I'll explain later. And then he'll reach into his bag, grab a loose black sock, and he'll put it on the doorknob and then close the door. All right, lock door, do not disturb sign, sock. If anybody opens that door, they're a fucking freak. Now let's go link up with the others and go see Hardman. Yeah?
Okay. Denali would be asking, like, about more of your gnomish customs, as this sock is so interesting. And I know that you haven't explained it yet, but she would ask like what other kind of like quirky customs you guys have. What do you do with your
Uh,
gloves?
Gloves. I mean, sometimes we'll hang them on mannequins to keep the linen stretched out so the strings don't come loose. I don't know. That's weird though. Is
Eh,
that weird?
that's
I
kind of
might
weird.
have to ask. Well, you know what? It's not that weird. Maybe. It's a normal thing. I'm sure many people do it. I bet you Katil does it. I bet 2 gold right now that Katil has a mannequin at home where he puts gloves on it to keep it stretched out. I can put 2 gold on it, guaranteed.
Denali's eyes light up. I'll put four. He does not. That is quite weird, and I don't think he's a gnome. Is
He
Katil a
nods
gnome?
and
Teal's very much a human man.
Okay.
Can I be walking past the door to leave as they
Yes.
say this?
Yes.
Hey,
Yeah.
do you guys say something to me? What's up?
Do you think it's weird that people keep mannequins to put gloves on to stretch out their strings?
What?
Do you have a mannequin with gloves at your home?
No, I don't even own gloves. I play a string instrument. Why the hell would I have gloves?
Denali just smiles and holds her hand out towards Rathun.
he rummages in his pocket and takes out 6 gold. Damn it, Katil. You just come on, man.
I told you it's
I-
weird.
You didn't think it through, man. I can't play a lyre with gloves on. That's not how it works.
I can't.
I mean, like, I suppose you could wear fingerless gloves, but that's stupid.
That's
Don't-
not the bad style.
It's overplayed.
Do you also think it's weird for socks to be on doorknobs instead of feet?
Listen, there are some times when it's necessary.
But they don't get cold. They don't walk. I don't understand.
It's about sending a message.
Isn't that what parchment and ink is for?
You know, you're not wrong, but sometimes you're in a hurry.
Huh. Above the table, Denali's just gonna start leaving socks everywhere.
Oh my gosh.
There will forever
No.
be socks
Oh,
on
no.
doorknobs, regardless of where we stay or who's in the room or not. There will just always be fucking
If
socks.
she gets drunk one night, could she just walk around putting like socks on everybody's door handle and like in it?
Yeah. And then like she goes off for like a morning walk or whatever, and you guys wake up and she's gone, and she comes back, and you're like, "Where did you go? What was it?" Well, I left you a message. Did you not get it?
You just hear reports of somebody in town. Man, there's just the serial soccer has been around recently.
Serial soccer. Rothun will, linking up with Katil, he'll sort of whisper to him, so, should we tell her now or later?
Oh, absolutely not.
Not at all?
No, God, Lord, no. That's far too far.
Okay. I don't know, something about this feels something's gonna get blown out of proportion, but
Oh yeah.
And you know what? We could sit back and watch the fireworks, brother.
I'm sorry, I just saw JJ's, dude, what the fuck?
I'm sorry. I don't know why I wrote I was.
Wait a minute. I just found what you sent. Oh my goodness.
What
Oh
the?
my
God.
Brave
Birthday
man
Christmas
from my
or
eye.
something,
Oh
and I'm like,
my
okay, it's just
God.
under the bed. I was trying to find an image of like.
Oh
but I
my
forgot to
God.
be, like restrained or something, but I'm glad. Never mind.
I
Just
don't
don't.
think
Just
restrained
don't
would
Google
have
it.
been very much better.
Oh
JJ's just looking up tied up people in bed.
I mean, I gotta have some entertainment when, when I'm
that
just.
that's definitely a form of entertainment.
JD's gonna
Like
get
after what you did in the
investigated.
Monday game, you're not that nice, buddy.
Wait, what?
After what you did in the Monday game, you're not that nice, buddy.
What did I do in the Monday game?
You can't rush greatness. It was really the grunt. That's what took it too far. The grunt. Don't do it again.
Okay, is this conversation over? Are we heading to Harbin's now?
Yes, let's stroll.
Yeah.
No,
No. What else are you doing?
someone said no.
Oh my goodness.
Get a joking. Let's go.
Okay. And jeez. Big Al will obviously follow you guys. So let me change the map. This is wild.
I fucking love it.
Okay. So as you guys are approaching, uh, why is it still this stupid music? Can somebody change the music? Oh my gosh. There we go. Is this better? I can't even hear it. Whatever. As you guys approach Harbin Wesser's home, um, you notice that the adamantine door that is normally shut and locked like 15 times is now slightly ajar, something that never really happens. And inside, as you guys approach further, you kind of hear the sound of a quill scratching paper and then abruptly stopping. Harbin gets up from the table.
Wait, when we get
But,
within 30 feet of the door, sorry, this is
uh-huh,
essential for the
sure.
plot.
Okay.
Polly is gonna cast a minor illusion of a stalk
Okay.
on the doorknob.
Oh my god, I love that
Oh,
you did that because Denali was gonna whisper, I don't think he knows about the socks.
oh my gosh. Let's see. Is there a sticker of a sock? There's not a sticker of a sock. Would you like to draw a sock?
No, but I'll describe it. It's a brightly colored sock with like constant like striped bands of like fluorescent green and red and purple and white and black and like Pippi Longstocking socks.
Oh, I love Pippi.
It's also 3.5 feet long.
Is this a good representation, Polly? Is that okay or no? I'll just
Sure, why
delete
not?
this. I'll just delete this.
It's probably too small to actually represent on the map, but there is an illusionary sock hanging from the doorknob,
Okay. Um, very cool.
and obviously Polly casts a spell, which you can see when a sock
Uh,
appears. No mystery.
right. And you said 30 feet, which is the
Yes.
perfect proximity. Okay. Um, and um, so as you guys get closer, you'll hear that quill scratching on paper, and the doors like open up just enough, and you can kind of see Harbin sitting with his back towards the door at his table. I don't know why he's here. He's sitting with his back at the table, and as he hears the creaks of the steps um, uh, going up to the door, he gets up from the table, turns around. You you all can see sweat gleaming on his brow. He's also breathing fast, as though um, I don't know. He's very energized. You can also see that he's wearing a deep purple, like almost like a bedtime robe with gold stitch trim around it. Um, and his usual anxious expression is replaced by something unexpected. He almost seems joyful. Um, and simultaneously, as he's turning around, he starts to say, Alaric, Rogan, you're finally. And then he sees you all, and his smile dies in his throat, and his eyes scan over you all standing there, and his face kind of pales a bit, um, and some more sweat trickles down his temple.
Cast
You're
fireball. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. It's practice.
ah,
A couple more
you're
levels and
back.
I'll be there.
Wonderful news. Splendid, really. Though I wasn't expecting you back quite yet. I sent Alaric and Rogan to help you with the orc problem. Frankly, it's becoming a bit of a embarrassment how these caravans keep getting ransacked. I assume they would handle things more effectively. And you kind of see his eyes dart behind you a bit, like he kind of like goes to look over you all, almost like expecting someone else behind you. Um, Also, just I forgot this token. Big Al is not going to be in view at this point. He's going to kind of be like out here, kind of like hiding a bit. But he's definitely looking for someone. You can tell, and he clears his throat a bit and he says, I assume Alaric and Rogan are just lagging behind. Surely they're right outside.
Oh, they're at the end. Don't worry.
And I
Okay, okay.
incite his reaction with a 23. Or I'm sorry, 22.
Okay. Um, what are you trying to gain from this? As not as you don't really know him very well.
Well, I'm on high alert because of Rothun and the group overall, for the most part, their distrust of him, and trying to gauge the real uh, reaction upon him realizing that it's not who he thought he was, or who he thought we were.
Um, you don't really get much. You can tell that he's definitely acting awkward. Um, but you don't really know him that well yet to know that anything's really off. So you don't really get that much.
I was gonna say when when he turns around and when he would say like he was going to greet Alaric and Rogan and then he sees us and pales, Rothun would tilt his head, composure just gone, and he would start stomping in. Oh what? What's wrong? Not expecting us? Not expecting us on the mission you sent on? Oh, probably expecting the two that just fucking dilly dallied late, huh? Hmm. What's on the letter, Harbin? Why are you so nervous to see us? We've been doing the jobs you've hired us for. What's wrong? And Rotun's like, even though he's small, he's pressing up on Harbin, like getting in his personal space. What's wrong? You don't look so good. You should sit down, Harbin.
You can just smell this nasty like coffee smell. You know, like I don't know if any of you had like a dad or like an uncle or something that just
Any
drinks
of
an
you had a
enormous amount
dad?
of coffee.
Sorry.
I'm sorry. If you okay, if a family member or whatever drinks a lot of coffee and they like get like in your space, you know, and like that smell, like it's just like get away from me, like just please, like at least a foot back, like you know, you can smell that nastiness. Like he's just like you can tell he's breathing like a lot more than he should. A lot, you know, he is a pretty fat guy, but um, he's definitely nervous. Um, and he's gonna say, sorry, repeat the last thing you said, Rothan.
Uh, what's wrong, Harlan? You don't look so good. You should sit down, Harlan.
That's a good idea. I've been on my feet all morning, and he'll sit down all day, and he'll sit down.
I want to test. Can I? I'm gonna try and cast guidance in here.
Doesn't work.
Okay, just making sure. Uh, as soon as Harbin leans down, I'm gonna tilt my head. So, Alaric and Rogan, huh? It's so funny because we've been on a journey there nonstop, and then they appeared when we get there. Isn't that so funny, Harbin? Isn't that so funny? Because they arrived and they had told us that we weren't. They didn't even know that you had sent us. Isn't that kind of funny?
That they didn't. What are you talking about, Rothun? This is. You told me that you were going there, and I sent some reinforcements. What's the problem here?
Mm, right, right. Only problem, you know what? No, it's okay. No, it's okay. You know, it's all right. I think I have a friend who really wants to speak to you, and then almost like a who and a holler. Big Al came with us, right? Like coming to the house. He was just not in
Uh huh.
sight right now.
Yep.
Uh, like a who and a holler. I'd yell, "Come on in, Big Al."
And Big Al will kind of come around the corner, and immediately when Big Al steps into the house, um, his face is taut with fury. His broad shoulders kind of squared up. His weathered cowboy hat clutched in his hand, and you can kind of see his muscles flexing in his jaw, and he's just staring directly at Harbin, and Harbin is literally like, um, you can kind of tell like he kind of jolted back a little bit in the chair when he entered the room, and Rothune, you can kind of see like a little tremor um, in his right hand, and Big Al will say, "You've got some nerve talking to us like that." And Harbin, like with the like, it's such a low voice, and Harbin is just taken aback by it. And Big Al will raise his voice like even louder and lower. "You stopped showing up. You cut off everything without a word. No more orders, no couriers, not even a darn letter. I lost my ranch, Harbin. Butterskull went under because you pulled your business, and you never even told me why. After all, after all we've been through." And Harbin goes to open his mouth, um, but really only like a strained wheeze comes out, and he says, I, I look, Al, it wasn't personal. The ranch just wasn't profitable anymore. Supply chains broke down. The, there were too many changes across the Sword Coast these past few weeks. I couldn't keep throwing money and resources at something that wasn't producing returns. And near the end there, his voice kind of gets thinner and more defensive. Um, and he kind of glances backwards at uh, the door kind of leading into the hallway, um, kind of looking for some imaginary person that might come and save him from this conversation. And Big Al, he kind of does a quick scan of the room. "You were always concerned about the monetary side of things, weren't you, Harbin? It still looks like you are doing pretty well for yourself here, even during all this chaos. Where are you going, Rothune?"
Yeah, I was gonna say like in a gap between there. Rothun would look at Smile and Harbin and go, "Oh, you both have a nice, pleasant conversation. I actually received some orders from the city just to take a little looky round, but you stay there, Harbin. Catch your breath." And then
No, Rothun. You stay right here. Let me see these papers.
he just gets up and jukes like that.
Yeah, there's no way Harbin is that agile.
Okay,
Uh,
fine. There. No, you come back here, son. Where are you going?
I'll take my mace and I'll point it up at him, poking his belly, and I'll sort of dropping the mocking tone and say, "You watch your fucking tongue calling me son, boy. Papers, or by my God's own fucking voice. You've already been accused of several crimes already, but we already know that Anek and Leon's who came wasn't actually them. Oh, I heard a little bit of what you were whispering before. Yeah. So, under direct jurisdiction, I will be looking. And if you wish to stop me, please give me a reason, Harbin. I would love to see how much your fat jiggles while you jump on one leg." And then I'll sort of look up, shouting out, "And to any mercenaries still listening, too, you know the shit I mean when I speak of Neverwinter's religious order. So come on, because if you interfere, you will be in, what's the word I'm looking for? Basically,
shit.
you're gonna be in trouble with your guilds." And then if Harbin doesn't try and pull some shit, Rothun's gonna big dick walk away.
So at this point, he'll say, all right. You know what? I don't have time for this. I've got to meet Leonce and Anek, the people that you say, blah, 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 impersonated, blah, blah, blah. I need to go meet them at the Miners Exchange shortly, and I need to freshen up. You guys need to get out of my house right now. We're going to be finalizing a very sensitive plan. We need to escort Don John Raskin somehow to the Mounds Toe gold mine safely. I need time to prepare for this, guys. You need to get out of here right now. Don't mess with me. And you kind of see him puff up a bit.
And is he directing his puff up to Rothun?
Yes.
How tall is he?
He's about 5 feet.
Denali will walk up
Yes, something like that.
behind, walking heavily. I mean, she a big bitch. I would encourage you to watch the way you speak to my friends, as she kind of like towers over him. That is no way to speak to your friends or guests, now is it?
And I'll look at Harbin and say, "Oh yeah, meet our new friend, Denali." And then I'll fucking yoink.
Um, he'll kind of like turn around a little bit and kind of like stare and then kind of like look up, and then he'll say, "Where the heck are you going, Rothun?" No, he won't say that. He'll say, "It's funny you mention friends. Friends don't barge in on other friends' houses. They do you know what these so-called friends of yours did to my house?"
Well, I had assumed that you were expecting people since the door was left open. It's not technically barging in. And,
But do you know what they did
oh,
to my house, to my home, to my sacred place?
are you talking about
They
the shit on your door?
No.
Oh, yeah, neither am I.
They kicked in my door. They busted it down. They made a scene in my home.
To be fair, we told you we were gonna bust down your door if you didn't open it.
They weren't, you?
So what? You just bust down any people's doors that you come across that are scared to exit?
Ones that we believe might be in or mortal danger inside. Yes, we do. That's called compassion. You fucking
Oh,
idiot.
go play on your liar.
I'll shove this liar up your ass, little fucker. Come here.
I love that. I love that country. Come here.
Mary, fuck.
I'm gonna like try to hold back Katil. Like, I don't think this is really all that necessary.
I've dealt with
How
this
about
guy
you all?
shit enough.
How about you all leave my house? I have important business to attend to.
Oh yeah, what? Like continuing to starve the people around here? Is that your business?
Have you not seen what I've done for this town? I was the one who reached out to Neverwinter
Oh, oh.
Are
for
you
aid.
are you also not the one who sent gangbangers after us?
Who are you referring to?
Did she call them gangbangers?
She did. She did. She's not
Who-
incredibly bright.
Who are you referring to?
The ones that are now eating their toes. She looks to Katil. What were their names? Eric and Roger? Something like that?
Alaric and Rogan?
Yes.
They were sent here from Neverwinter. What are you talking about? They were there to help you. Did they not help?
I want to incite him again.
You s- you said they came back with you and they're at the inn. Did they not help? Insight, go ahead.
Nat 20.
You see it, JJ.
This is where JJ like reveals that Hartman's just a chill guy and he's misunderstood. And
He rolled a frickin' 3. Okay.
come on, JJ, save Hartman. It's the only chance. But he's a good person.
I'm gonna do it, JJ.
And what are you looking for, Denali? From
To
this?
see how full of shit he is as he's floundering, all his chins waving back and forth.
He is definitely full of crap.
Denali, who has been holding her axe, like, have you guys seen Inglorious Bastards? You know the Jew
Absolutely, I
bear
love that
with the
fucking
bat. She's yeah,
Jew bear.
she's very much Jew bear in this moment, and she's going to kind of bring her axe back over and run her finger along the edge of the blade, where there's still some slightly fresh blood from cutting off the toes, and I'm going to push it against his forehead, very, very forcefully. We have just met, and you may not understand that I do not appreciate being lied to. As I run my bloody finger down to his nose and boop him. This blood that you now wear across your face is that of the ones that you sent after us that you are lying to us about. Now, this is your opportunity to not meet their same fate. My blade has not seen enough blood to be satisfied. And unless you want to be the one to make another contribution to it, perhaps you should start being honest.
Sorry, player message.
You're good.
It Ace, it's like a built-in thing. It's like built into the wall. There's just like a door. You can open the door if you want.
Oh yeah.
He will respond. What makes you think I'm not telling the truth?
That twitch in your fingers, and the way your eyes dart. Not to
Have
mention,
you seen yourself?
yes, I've just finished cutting off appendages from your friends.
They were my hired helpers. I hired them for a pretty penny. Money that I earned. They're not my friends. I don't think I have very many friends.
I can't imagine why. Katil, what did you want to do to this liar with your liar?
Oh, that's a funny one. Well, there's a lot of things I want to do. Mostly, I want to rip that fucking dumb set of, oh, what's the word for 'em? Mutton chops. That's the word. Right off your fucking face.
She will turn back to Harbin. Are you wanting to continue your charades and declaration of innocence? Or shall I hold you down while Katil rips that ugly bitch of fur from your face?
And give me one second.
She was just gonna chill and listen in until he started fucking piping up to Rithun.
One second. Um, you will see him kind of reach his hand behind his back
I'm readying an attack.
and um he pulls out a weapon of his own and he kind of like moves your is your thing still on his head?
No, I
Have you put it
placed the
back?
bloody finger on his forehead and streaked the blood down his face and then booped his nose and pulled my hand back.
Okay. So he'll kind of pull a what the frick does he have?
One shot.
And he'll drop the weapon. He'll kind of like point at you a little bit, but then he'll kind of drop it on the ground. And he'll put his hands up. You caught me. And he'll unshapeshift into his true form as a doppelganger, and he'll kneel down on the ground and he'll say, "You guys have no idea the mess that you have gotten yourselves into. But be as it may, he will destroy you in the end." And with that, he'll try to like crawl underneath your legs and make a bolt for the door.
Yeah, I'm gonna dive on him.
I'm also gonna help dive in on this guy.
Okay. What is it? Contested grapple?
Acrobatics, me? I don't. I guess yeah, it might be.
Yeah.
Probably good old
just
fashioned grapple check.
Yeah, contested
Yeah.
grapple. Denali would shout out for Rithun, "He's a gangbanger!"
Uh, it's athletics, right? Or just a straight strength check.
He's a gangbanger. He's a crit.
do athletics.
I just imagine Rothun comes around the corner. I'm sorry, did you say? And then he fucking sees it.
He's wearing purple.
Get his
Okay.
ass!
Rayloff, you do it.
Yep.
And if they're not able to,
My
Denali
ass
would.
missed.
Oh,
Okay.
God
so
damn.
Rayloff succeeds. Katil doesn't. But that's enough. That's enough. I'm assuming Denali would pile in too. Um,
no, if,
Until
if
like he dives for it, but as Denali turns her like her weapon, he like dings his head against it as he's diving.
I'm so sorry. No, Denali would not jump in if Rayloff's got it. He's a strong, independent man.
he's a skinny man.
Only took down that fat
He's
tub of
a
lard.
spider. He's a speeder man.
I almost growled like rawr, but that's not what spiders do.
Okay. We have 2 more minutes here. Rothun, um, you open the door to the wardrobe. What are you looking for?
I am going to knock against the back paneling to hear if it's hollow.
Back paneling is solid.
All right. I'll probably Oh wait. Oh fuck. No. No. Uh, in this area, I'm gonna try casting guidance again. Nothing.
Nothing.
Fuck. Okay. All right. I mean, I'll try and do. I'll like move my hands around the inside and outside, try and see if I can find any button or switch.
Okay. Give me a investigation.
Yes, eh. Those, I mean, those, eh.
So as you're running your hands along the walls, um, you don't really feel any buttons or any contraptions. Um, as you're running your hands on the ceiling and the back and the bottom does seem to kind of give a little bit if you're pushing, um, and you can kind of see with your fine eye, like a little. Um, you get the sense that the bottom isn't really connected properly.
All right, I'll try and using my mace to pry it up. Oh, I'll use the mace and the metal arm to try and pry it up.
Okay. Yep, you're successfully able to do so, and you see, like, uh, if in like in movies or whatever on the street, like whatever they're freaking called, the little manholes or whatever
Mm-hmm.
that you can like walk down. That's basically it goes down about 10 feet.
Fucker. And once I make my find, I'll run back to inform the others. Guys, fucking right, Hardman's a fucking rat. And then he'll see the blue gangbanger. uh, guys, that, and he's sort of gripping his hilt. Don't tell me that's, don't tell me that's who I think it is. Please don't.
Goddamn right it is.
Okay. Okay. Rothun starts doing this little laugh thing. Rayloff, fully come inside. Fully come inside.
Oh
And
shit,
then,
yeah.
uh, assuming you come inside, Pauline, would you come inside or?
Did we lose Polly?
Might be muted.
Well, if Pauline were to come inside, Rothun will uh shut the door and look down at the doppelganger, just kind of laughing, being like, "So another one of you fuckers, huh?
Oh, you
Just
laugh.
giving."
You laugh. Just continue. Just laugh. Go ahead. Go ahead. I'll have the final laugh in the end.
Oh, oh, you will, and then I'll fucking bring the mace straight down on his ankle. No,
Go
no,
ahead.
laugh, right?
Go ahead. Continue.
You know what? Rayloff, can you just let me? And then he's gonna he's gonna fucking pry his mouth open and use the metal hand to clench on his jaw, grab the other hand, like the other side of his jaw with his hand, use his free hand to drag him by the head, and then Rothun's gonna, if Rayloff will let him go, he would start dragging the doppelganger.
Yeah, let him go. Yeah.
Rothun will start fucking dragging him by his teeth and go, "Oh God, yeah, I meant he's a rat. The wardrobe, there's a hidden passage down, so we should, when we find the time, head down there. You," as he looks down, "I want to see just how many shades of blue you can turn. Come on, let's go to the bathroom. Let's find out, shall we?"
And
Don't
as you're
forget your
kind of
socks.
dragging him, go ahead.
Oh, I was just saying, don't forget your sock.
Oh. Oh my goodness. Uh, as you're kind of pulling him, you he's like trying to talk, something like that. But he's trying to like talk. He's trying to talk to you, and you get um like partial words here and there. Basically, he's saying, no matter if you believe me or not, it's imperative that Don John Raskin gets to um, the Mountains Toe mine. Whether you
Rothun,
believe me or not, it's imperative.
Rothun will, waiting for the others, he'll flip the doppelganger, like, sort of on his stomach down there, grab the metal arm, have it, like, basically grab his neck and pin him down, put his foot on top of his head, and then wait for the others, just fully putting his body weight on the top of the doppelganger, waiting for the others to catch up, and he'll say, "Well, once we find your anti-magic enchantment, we'll put you under a nice little spell to tell us real truth. For I don't give a shit, believe it or not. From you guys, yeah, truth won't come nice."
And he'll is his mouth? Can he talk?
Yeah, he's just like in the
Okay.
ground.
He'll say, uh, take this off my neck. And if you kind of let go of him a little bit, this whole time he's had this necklace over his head, um, and he'll say, "Bust it, crack it, do whatever you want to it."
Why?
If magic is what you want, then do it.
I'll look to the others. This one's being fucking weird, isn't he?
Yep.
Um. Uh, knowing this guy's see, He's being not as bad as the other guys though. So would I be wrong putting the crystal in his teeth and curb stomping him? That is the question.
We may be able to get more information.
Hmm.
It does not
You know
appear
what?
that any of these gangbangers fear death.
Sorry,
I think
I just watched Pirates of the Caribbean 3. Do you fear death? Sorry. That's what I thought of.
I'll trying to trust in this good nature. I'll take a deep breath and is it like hanging on like a chain?
Yeah. It's fully hidden. Um it's always been fully hidden with the attire that he chooses to wear. But yeah, it's like a it's like a glowing medallion, like a red medallion on
All
a
right.
chain.
I'll like push it over on the ground left, like away from his face, and then I'll slam the mace down on it.
Okay. Um it shatters.
All right. We didn't blow up. That's good. I'll try and cast guidance.
It works.
Um, fuck, I got my slots back. Um, I'll look at him and I'll say, I'll give him the somewhat respect now, flipping him onto his back, but I'll still keep my foot on his chest. Why are you being weird?
What do you mean? I have
You're not.
surrendered, haven't I? You are showing your true colors by beating beating a surrenderer.
Oh, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, Rothu looks to Kataktil and puts his fist up, and he'll roll his eyes. Firstly, we just ran into two of you venomous skin crawling fucks. So one, I don't give a shit. Two, knowing it's been you the entire time, being a stick up my fucking ass, I really don't listen. Am I still beating on you? No. I just want to know why. Like, okay, you surrendered, but you just had us get rid of the magical annulment, and you showed us your true form. Why? Why are you?
Let me ask you a question. Have any of us hurt you?
I'm pretty sure the doppelgangers tried to attack one of us, didn't they?
I think so.
Oh, okay. Which one?
Literally the last two. They tried to. Uh, no, that's real me stuttering, not Rotun. Sorry. uh, they literally all jumped and manhandled Paulina, trying to ravage her. Like, what do you mean? Just because you
Did
did
they
not,
do damage?
just
Or were,
because you did not hold us with a blade, does not mean your intent is not evil or in the other slightest.
did did they hurt Polina?
I'll bend down and grab him by his face. Did you not just hear what I fucking said?
Did you not hear what I just said? There are more things in play than you know.
Then speak.
Uh,
Who is going
yeah.
to feed you gold? Who is going to give you the things that you need to fight him? To fight them? You have no idea. Again, you have no idea what you've gotten yourselves into.
Okay. So since you're so truth bearing, and then I'll cast Zone of Truth. Will he fail it?
Yeah, he'll
Willingly.
just willingly fail it.
I'll tilt my head. Uh, let me think. Let me think. whose side are you
Real quick,
doppelgangers on?
before we go forward,
Yeah,
it
we're
is
over.
12 minutes. We're over by 12 minutes. I don't want to keep anybody. I'm willing to go on, but I don't want to keep anybody later. I know for some people Eastern time zone it's late.
I'm good to keep going, but I will say that if it, like, because if Polly is,
It,
if she fell asleep or something like that, I think it might be better to get into this
to
when
wait.
she's back. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
since
Yeah, I
she's,
would stop.
Yeah, I was gonna say the same thing.
yeah.
I agree. Um, and yeah, we could also do a lot of this in campfire too. Um, if you guys would like.
Oh, you guys want to write another novel
Go
in
ahead.
there?
I was gonna say I would suggest with this situation maybe not doing a
Okay.
lot of it in that, because we do have other people that are busy during the week that don't
Okay.
keep up with it, and then by the time they get to, there's so much that it's overwhelming that it's just like throw the whole thing out and wait for the recap, that it might be better to do a
Okay.
lot of it.
So let me ask you this then, guys. Are you okay? He has willingly failed to save. If you all give me a couple different questions you'd like to ask him, are you okay with me knowing that so I can do a little bit of prep?
Where's the real Harbin at?
I say no. I don't get that
No?
courtesy.
Well, you've never asked. I mean, the spell literally says they can't tell a lie.
Yeah, when they fail, they have to tell the truth.
They have to tell the truth.
Or they can
So,
just not answer or give roundabout information without having to lie, but not actually giving the truth.
technically,
really?
yes.
Not-
Technically, yes. But what DM would do that, you know?
What DM wouldn't do that?
It does, so it can evade as long as it remains within the boundaries of the truth.
Mm-hmm.
So at best, he can stretch it.
Stretch or avoid answering.
Okay, well, okay.
I think JJ's less gets to this point. He'll be like, yeah, ask it. You know what it is? Now that, oh, I know what you're fucking doing. He will tell us whatever the fuck we ask, because now JJ gets to have his moment that the Harbin that's the doppelganger is the good guy. Motherfuck, I know your shit. No fucking wonder.
No,
For we know.
this guy's a trash bag. Like, but he's a good trash bag.
He's an okay trash bag.
He's the hefty brand of trash bag, guys.
He was
He's
chosen
sturdy.
for this position. He was chosen for this position for a reason.
All right.
You guys have enough information that you should be kind of picking up on something very key here. And I'm surprised you haven't yet. But that's okay.
Does that go for
It's
all
okay.
of us? Because I'm missing a lot.
Maybe not you.
Okay.
Maybe not you.
All right. I'm gonna. Do we have a group chat already outside of this? Because I'm gonna have a lot of questions and ask for like documents of notes and stuff for everything prior to joining.
Yeah, let me. Where are you? I'm so sorry. How the fuck? I'll try and get you in it. I gotta figure out how to add people in it.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay, I
just-
see. Right.
You just add, yeah. You just go up to the top, hit the plus.
The button wasn't there the first time.
Thank you.
There we are. But yeah, I would say. To be honest, I only kept going because I thought eventually you were gonna hit a cutoff, and I'm like, it's still going. It's still going.
What do you mean hit a cutoff?
Like you were gonna hit us with some ill cliffhanger.
I mean, I could. I still can.
For those of you that were watching
But-
the stream
oh,
tonight, thank you
Secretly swallowed
so
one of those,
much.
like one of those
Cyanide
fast
pills?
acting cyanide pills. Like Go ahead. Ask as many questions.
This group will be back next
Like Katie's
Monday
teeth or
at
some
12
shit.
midnight Eastern.
Yeah.
You guys have a wonderful night.
Built
Bye.
just for this moment.
That's good.